Well, welcome back to HSEL Rocket League as we continue our coverage here through week number 4. Coming up next, we have got Water Canyon out of Utah taking on Cal CA the Centauri.
Yeah, excited for this roster we had. We're kind of jumping around the U.S. a little bit, and that's what I love here about the HSEL Bull Skunk. We were in Kansas and in Indiana in the last game, and now we're over here in California and Water Canyon. The Wild Kitties is their official team name as well, which is a fun little name for the roster.
Yeah, the Wild Kitties versus the Centauri.
Yeah, looking on either side as well. You can obviously see we're already in game. We're hopping to it. That's going to be all red pro high guy and Thano, or pro high guy, on the side of, I believe that's Water Canyon.
That would be Water Canyon, yep.
Yep, and then on the side of California, we got Exiled, we got Extreme Wings, and Yeet. I love the name Yeet, by the way. Exile going to get the first goal of the game.
Yep, and it comes off of Yeet's bumper. Bounces back, and Pro High Guy, unfortunately, kind of ends up putting that one in. I believe Exile was credited with that goal. 1-0 early here to California, to the Centauri. Extreme to wins. Ooh, look at this move. Going up into the air with a quickness, some confidence. Looking for the double tap, and we'll get it. Nice move from Extreme to wins.
My lord, Bull Skunk, this is a complete change of pace. In the broadcast, 100%, we're seeing some very aggressive and confident aerial plays from Extreme 2 wins right off that kickoff, putting it up 2-0 for California.
What a start. Didn't take him long, did it? Less than 30 seconds in. But Pro High Guy's going to strike back. Comes through, and Water Canyon get rid of that goose egg with a hurry and cut this lead in half.
Absolutely. Pro High Guy putting it down. Exiled. I wasn't quite looking for the touch they wanted. Looked like they were going back towards the post. Unfortunately, that's going to fall right in front of the net. Pro High Guy taking advantage, putting it right back in. And that's going to be a bit of a pinch here as we get to the 4th kickoff of the game. California and Water Canyon looking to be a real barn burner, slobber knocker series.
He's going to put one in deep. All Red was trying to get up for it. Had good intent behind that as far as defensive placement. But Extreme to wins now in front of the net. Yeet comes through. Can't quite push it home. Had the room to work. Thano was stuck between the two. And Yeet just not able to make contact. Good touch there from the defense. And the ball spits out into the corner. Pro High Guy looking to perhaps pursue some contact. A little bit of a back pass to throw at the Thano. Water Canyon wants to maintain possession, but Exiled has other plans. Comes in off the wall. All Red is going to try to get it out of there, but Yeet greets him in the sky. Wins the 50, but it lands right in Pro High Guy's lap. A bit of a back and forth here looking for possession. Deep ball coming from California is going to land right in front of the net. Exile trying to put it in. Yeet's there for backup, and we'll get it in for third number goal. Third number goal? Goal number 3.
Third number goal, exactly.
Third number goal. I am having a day.
More of that brain science. More of that brain science, Bull Skunk.
I'm having a day.
No, I hear you. Big yeet from Yeet getting it into the goal. They say when it's precision, though, it's more of a Kobe. So did Yeet just Kobe? And does that go against their entire code of honor? I don't know. I guess we'll find out in this series. Yeet going up high. Unfortunately, getting a double jump. Not quite looking for the flip. A bit too early. Exiled. Going to get one right off the nose. Straight into the goal, though, to put 4 up for California. Thano was there trying to get the touch back into the midfield. And unfortunately, Exiled is just taking it away. Bull Skunk, that's what we're seeing so far with this California team. They are finding a touch, and they are taking a mile.
And great confidence, great mechanics. That carry from Exiled, able to hold that ball in the nose of the car, sneak around All Pro Red on the defense. Or excuse me, All Red.
Yeah, All Red.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I got that right. But point being, I mean, Exiled, I mean, that was a phenomenal move. Second highlight-worthy goal we've seen from California here in Game 1.
Absolutely. That's going to be All Red now backing up in the midfield. Exiled trying to get control, and I love the pass play they were attempting there. Yeet going for the double, almost finding it, adding some sauce to this spice of a play. Pro High Guy now going around the right side, looking at All Red, looking for the bump in the air, not quite finding it. Yeet actually going for the assist as well. I think if Water Canyon Bull Skunk is able to get their passes more kind of streamlined, find the touches that they're looking for, they're going to go straight over California because California is being really aggressive with this ball.
I was thinking the same thing. There could definitely be an opportunity for Water Canyon to get something in transition, look for a counter punch. But they got to defend first as the ball is right in front of their net once again. We got demos going both directions. This will reset the boost on those players. Yeet coming in across the sky, looking for the double tap again into the corner. It gets blocked. Ball will get shot out into the corner. Pro High Guy has to chase it down as it goes cross pitch to the other side. Never saw Exile coming, as they will explode them to pieces with the back pass to Yeet. Good positioning for Pro High Guy. Kind of stalled this out a little bit, but Exile coming in to drop it in the middle. Oh, unfortunate. Extreme to Wins, not able to make contact on that shot.
Yeah, Thano looking for clear up to all red. Unfortunately, not finding it. Great defense from Pro High Guy. Exile just trying to knock one in. Pro High Guy saying, not quite yet. You're going to need more than that to get it past me. Yeet going off the right side. And Yeet looks like a player who is very comfortable in training mode. Bull Skunk going for these cross map plays, keeping the ball on the nose of the car, and actually going for a musty flip a little bit ago, showing their prominence and skill as a player.
Yeah, California look very well practiced. Extreme to Winds. Now you see how much they're using the aerials, how much they're flying through the sky. They're up in the air as much as they are rolling across the ground at this point, it feels. You go into a 1v3, loses control of that one.
Absolutely, they're looking for the boost every time too. It seems like they're dominating the boost because every time we've looked over to Water Canyon, they have been clear out. So that econ is low. Ooh, narrowly hitting the crossbar. Not going to find its way in. Exiled going for a pinch. It's going to go in the other direction, but great aerial control. Getting back onto the other side of the field. Lickety split. Getting that ball back up and finding another California player to execute. Extreme 2 Wins going to find it, but not quite get the angle they were looking for.
Still impeccable stuff out of California. They will take this first game. And the Centauri coming out of the gate strong. Impressive mechanics. I can't express just how surprisingly good the Centauri squad is.
Absolutely. And look at Thano down there with 4 saves, being that cornerstone Water Canyon was looking for to stop the onslaught from the Centauri. It was a close game, all things considered. Yes, it was 4-1, but it was very back and forth. And I want to say control was probably 60-40 in the favor of the Centauri. But overall, Water Canyon proving that if they can get into gear this series, they can take this back.
Well, and it's all a matter of just getting more shots on. They don't all have to be perfect. They don't all have to be these fancy, highlight-worthy maneuvers to try and set something up. Just put shots on. It's got to be the next step here for Water Canyon. You're obviously, you got to put shots towards the net for one to go in, but you can't be too picky about it. Sometimes you just got to keep that defense honest and just keep throwing some shots on the net.
You can use the Centauri also playing in the air to your advantage, right? You know that they're going to be in the air. You know that they're going to be eating up a lot more boost than what you would on the ground. So as long as you're able to get some wave dashes in and really focus on your control on the ground, get those passes off. Like you said, Bull Skunk, it does not need to be flashy. It just needs to go in the goal.
Or even just relatively towards the goal, for that matter.
True.
Yeet here working in the middle as we start off game number 2. A little bit of a battle with Thanos along midfield. All red with a nice move to get over one, but can't get past the third man. Yeet right there in tow, scoops up the ball and goes back into the blue half. Well, they'll meet the Water Canyon defense there right at the entrance to the box. Good pass to Pro High Guy. Oh, the shot just not quite solid enough. A great maneuver. Good eye coming out from Water Canyon, but just slightly off the mark.
Just needed to turn the nose of the car directly towards the goal. You're absolutely right, Bull Skunk. It was a great attempt, and that's how you make those plays happen, though. You have to have some failures. You have to have some misses in the bank in order to overcorrect and understand exactly what you need next time in order to make that goal.
All right, with a good challenge. Stayed between the shooter and the net, so the ball has to go up against the wall. Exile's going to go ahead and cross pitch. Extreme Wins out of the corner. Back to Exiled. Extreme Wins going to get a touch on that. Drop it back the other way. No, Pro High Guy is able to intercept. And Thanos looking for a ground clear. Gets a demo on a yeet in the process. Ball will come out across the other side. Pro High Guy just going to punch it down, give an opportunity here for Water Canyon, perhaps find some boost and get reset. But a bad miss puts him at a disadvantage, and Exiled capitalizes on the empty net.
Look at this play. Just waiting for it. Understanding if that ball comes up and down, I am there. Otherwise, I'm going to go for the rotation back to the third. That was a great play overall, putting California ahead. Notice how California takes possession of the ball as well, Bullskunk, versus Water Canyon. They are just, if the ball is coming from Water Canyon, they're stopping it, they're setting up, they're getting the play and touch that they are looking for. If Water Canyon is able to replicate, what a shot!
Ooh,
and what a save from All Red!
Oh, incredible shot and an even better save coming out from Water Canyon to keep this at a mere 1-goal deficit. Demo on the defense. This is going to buy a little bit of time here. It's California are looking for an opening, but Water Canyon are giving them none. One clear will get sent back as Exile boots that one way high in the air. Extreme to Wind's not able to get a look at it, but Yeet does. Putting that on the right-hand side. Yeet will double the lead.
Extreme wins with that great touch. This is what is, I think, separating the teams, primarily Bullskunk. Water Canyon getting some great touches out here. Their passes are looking immaculate, and the defense is looking solid. But California, this Centauri team, is just finding the angles that they want in the air, and not only just going for something scripted like a play on goal, they are getting those passes off and creating a little bit more of a complex situation for Water Canyon to unfold.
And look at this. Just a great job of putting different looks towards the net as well, which just keeps the defense guessing. They never know which way you're going to go. This time it's off the backboard, dropping it back to the third man, Exiled, who places it perfectly in the top left-hand side.
And that's the importance of rotations we were talking about a little earlier, Bullskunk. If you go for those scripted plays, Water Canyon doing a great job of stopping those down. But hitting it off the crossbar, knocking it off the backboard, being ready and allowing your that time to get in once the defense has spent all of their boost cross field, you're going to reap the rewards that California currently is in the series. Now 3 goals up to their 2, looking like it's going to go in. Water Canyon almost getting their first goal in this game too.
A good challenge from All Red. Keeps it in the zone for now. Bit of a scrum in there in the middle as Yeet comes away with it. The pass to Exile. Shot goes high. Extreme to Wind's able to get a piece of the ball out of the corner. Exiled and Extreme to Wind's now working from midfield. I think was trying to pop that off the ground, but the ball went a little sharper than Extreme wanted. Exile still able to come through in the end and put one on, but it's a little off target. Ball's going to bounce out to middle. Yeet misses it. All Red trying to go over Exile. Exile just barely to get up high enough to make that stop.
Yeah, boost going to be at 0, and All Red finding themselves on the wall quite a bit without any boost. There's not much you can do from that. All 3 players all rounded up and exiled. Going to send them to the non-promised lands, the negative lands. What is it? The lands in shadow from the Lion King. Exiled sending them there as California is going to take their 4th goal in this game too.
Yep, to the Abyss.
The Abyss, yes.
To the Abyss. More of a D&D reference, but yeah, we'll go with it.
I'll take that.
I'll
take that.
Yeah, it didn't hurt my feelings. Exiled now with a hat trick here in game number 2. Remember, this is a best of 7, so still time for Water Canyon to find their rhythm. And Pro High Guy looking to start them off right.
What?
Also, I love that goal explosion. I don't think I've seen that one.
What is this?
Yeah, this was nice.
That was so cheeky from Pro High Guy Bullskunk. Sitting on the right side, 0 boost, just saying, I bet I can hit this. I bet you $5 I can hit this. And following that, now having a second one in the back pocket. All Red. Pro gonna come up 2-4 on this California team. Catching California where they're not. Yeet a little bit late to the Kobe touch. That's gonna be All Red Pro sending it straight over their heads.
With 1 minute to go, it was 0-4. At 58 seconds, it's now 2-4. Lead has been cut in half. Water Canyon have got some fresh wind in their sails. Still some work to be done here. As Extreme is playing a little bit of keep away. Exile bouncing it off the wall, doing the same. Yeet was going up for it. All Red got a piece of it, but not much. Pro High Guy now with the ball in their hood. Stolen by Extreme to Wins. Looking for a double tap off the corner. Not going to find it. Thano looking to go over Exile. Can't quite get it past. Pro High Guy has to come in here to muscle that ball towards the midfield line, but Exile smashes him from behind. All Red left alone to try to carry it over midfield. Yeet holding down the line here. California doing a phenomenal job protecting that midfield and setting up plays like that, though Extreme not quite fast enough to the ball.
Ooh, Exiled going for a great play. Going for that double jump, keeping the nose on the car, almost finding it straight into the goal, leading that right in, but not quite. Exiled going for the backboard touch. That's going to be Exiled getting it at 0 seconds. Putting one more up for California.
Really good job from the Centauri to protect that midfield line in that final minute. It was just textbook. Able to hold the zone and not allow Water Canyon into the orange half whatsoever, which made them and just completely blocked them out. Water Canyon, that win they had in their sails kind of petered out a little bit.
Yeah, definitely towards the end, they were starting to catch it. It seemed as though they were finding the Centauri or lack of Centauri in those areas, capitalizing on their lack of presence. Exiled, though, ending that first game with a 4-1 and 700 on the scoreboard. That's just looking great if you're California. But like we said in the last series, Bullskunk, some of these players, some of these teams just need a little bit to get into gear, to ramp up. And maybe we're going to see that into this game 3 because they were looking much stronger towards the end of game 2.
I agree. I mean, and part of that just could be steel sharpen steel. That's part of playing really good competition. You know, sometimes you kind of get whooped up on a little bit, but holy cow! After that series, you will notice an improvement. You know how to play against better opponents, and in that meantime, your own play tightens up, becomes more coordinated. The comms become more coordinated, and you learn. You learn where your priorities are, and so I mean, I think we are watching Water Canyon become a better squad, like right before our eyes here.
I would have to completely agree with you. I think that that's what this is all about as well. It's High School Rocket League. Let's see who wins the first kickoff of Game 3. Looking like Pro High Guy going to pass it over to All Red, who's getting a cheeky shot on goal straight off the first minute. Not going to quite find its way, but overall the teamwork from this roster is looking great. What was that shot to Extreme Wins with the angle to get it straight into the goal?
Oh, a very acute angle from up on high, able to bounce it off the ground and sneak that in. Incredible shot placement coming out of Extreme to Wins.
If they keep getting angles like this, Bullskunk, I think California just takes the series off of that alone. Their plays are very unscripted, and they're very complex with how they try to set these up. Like right there, Yeet getting it up to Exiled. This is some synergy that you very rarely find at the high school level and is sometimes very hard to replicate. This takes a lot of great communication and coordination. But Thano also doing a great job on the side of Water Canyon, blocking every shot that's going in. But what a pass over to Exiled.
It's an incredible feed here from Yeet. Oh, gets a little bit of a bounce off of All Red. Okay, so it wasn't quite as calculated as it looked like from the first camera angle. Still a great play, and props to Exile for being there and just putting that shot right on target. We're exactly where they needed to be.
That's the adaptiveness of Rocket League. Thano trying to get it back towards the midfield. Looking at Pro High Guy. Or no, that's All Red. All Red taking it up right side of the pitch. Now going straight up. Exiled just with a great backboard shot. The speed was a bit too much for Water Canyon to really do in that moment.
Yeah, it was a heck of a pinch, and you can see Exiled immediately boosts out of that pinch. No second guessing. I mean, it wasn't even a thought process. It looked instinctual. The way Exiled just gunned it for the goal and able to get up and find that rebound shot. You can tell Exiled's done that once or twice. They look very practiced in this. What a pass there. The shot just a little short. Now it's going to be one up in the corner, and that one goes a little bit wide. Extreme to Win, sit on the outside. Yeet's going to come in and try to put it home, but the defense will stand tall for now. Extreme to Wins with a touch, but slightly weak. Thanos pops it straight up. Pro High Guy wants this one. Trying to carry it out, but here comes California. Exile with the bump. Extreme wins with the ball. Yeet in the middle, waiting for the pass. No pass coming. It's going to be Pro High Guy. Saves that ball down low. Clear, finally, from Water Canyon. Well, denied by Exile.
Oh, no.
Goes for the reset? Oh, it's the double tap to do it.
I guess a half reset. I mean, they didn't get the second touch, but the touch to knock it up and allowing the space for Yeet to put it in, they expended a defender. Water Canyon expended a defender to try to get to that ball. I didn't quite see who it was in the moment, but that's the exact opening that they were looking for. California with another great scripted play. Now 4-0, but Water Canyon doing an amazing job still of just keeping this game close, getting these plays together and really just trying to find these touches. They're not finding the same success in their passing that California is, but they're still finding success in getting the ball, finding some possession of the ball and capitalizing on top of that if they're able to get it onto the orange side.
Which they have finally managed to do. Some contact from All Red in the corner. A little bit more contact. Exile picks up the ball and runs away with it. Back towards Thano, who's waiting in the blue net. First shot misses. Second shot doesn't. 5-0 now for California, right at the halfway mark.
And one's going into the montage, Bull Skunk. Just straight off the left side, around all of the defenders of Water Canyon, popping it up to themselves and knocking it in. That was a very solo play, but if you have the speed, the consistency, and the confidence to pull it off, pull it off.
Exile is just so potent. Really, all three of these players on California could seemingly step up at any time and really put the hurt down on Water Canyon. That's a second hat trick in a row here for Exile. As you see in the lower left-hand corner, 3 goals on 7 shots. An outstanding offensive performance. Long ball will be a little off target. Exile's touch is a little weak. Goes take to the sky for that second touch to push it down past Pro High Guy, but Water Canyon able to keep it in. Extreme to wins, now trying to get it out of there. Beats the pressure from Pro High Guy. The ball's going to drift to near post. Double commit here from Water Canyon. Dangerous because it leaves your back door open, and Exile finds it. Storms right on into the castle. Goal number 6 here for Cali.
Yep, that is quickly approaching another hat trick as well. Gonna need to find more hats here very soon for this California roster because they are surfing away with this lead. Exiled taking it on the right back post on blue side. Extreme 2 wins. Looking for a clear, I believe, from Water Canyon. Just trying to get it out. Because as soon as Water Canyon clears it, a California defender is just waiting in the midfield to take that ball and do some aerial black magic with it.
Third man was cheat up a bit that time, which did allow Water Canyon to escape the zone momentarily, but California just swarms on that ball, and they've got control once again. Extreme up in the air, opposite Exile, who's carried the ball through. I think they're trying to pinch that one in, and you know what? It'll work in the end. It looked a bit awkward, but a goal's a goal.
All's well that ends well. Yeah, there was 3 people touching that ball at one point in front of the goal. Kind of a toss-up as to what's going to happen there, but California was able to capitalize. Now, with 1 minute left, 7-0, Water Canyon finding themselves in a pretty comparable position, Bull Skunk. They're going to need to kick it into gear if they want to even this game out.
That was a very interesting scenario, actually. I'm not even gonna, Extreme to wins, gets another goal. That's 2 goals and 5 shots there for Extreme. But I want to go back to that 3-player touching the ball, because it looked kind of maybe like that California were going for a pinch. Ended up being they had 2 on the ball for the challenge in what I guess is a 50 against the 1 defender. But because of that choice for both of them to go in, it just gives a little bit of oomph on the ball, so it rolls towards the net. Very interesting interaction. I'm not sure I've ever seen anything quite like it.
Yeah, it was odd. The physics behind all 3 players hitting the ball at the same time and that extra oomph with the pinch. I think you're absolutely right there, Bull Skunk. That's a pretty good analysis on how that ball was moved the way it did. As we said earlier, you know, high school math teachers take note. Rocket League would be great for assignments.
Already doing a good job of recovering from that landing, but ball is going to spin it back out towards the blue half nevertheless. Exile trying to drop it off the wall to Yeet, but good defense hold. as time winds down here on game number 3. It will be California moving up to match point. Looking for one for the road there, and that one's not quite going to go. But Exile still a happy gamer right now. A dominant performance here in game 3. Well, in all 3 of our games so far. Who am I kidding? Cali solid in the lead. 3-0 right now. One more to go to take the series.
Extreme 2 wins. You and I both know that that demo in the air was not necessary. Come on now. Take a step back, calm down. Exiled, though, oh my lord, 10 shots, 5 goals, 2 assists, 989 score, nearly breaking 1,000 and breaking the necks of all of Water Canyon going.
Oh, is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's Exiled. 11 points. 11 points away from that 4-digit score line. You were so close. Exiled, you were so close.
Narrowly missing it, but not missing their mark too much here, Bull Skunk, because California Connections is 3-0 against Water Canyon Esports, and Water Canyon is maybe going to take this minute, take a breather, get a good mental rally together, and then hop back into the game, because it's janitor time. You know, either the janitor's coming in for a sweep, or Water Canyon has the potential to reverse sweep.
Yeah, let's see if that is a standard janitor or a backward janitor. Yeah, that would be the backwards janitor, obviously. Yes. Yes. It's
Backwards.
just rocket surgery. Don't worry about it.
It's just rocket surgery. Don't question it. All red. First goal of the game. Love to see it.
Yeah, great challenge here on Yeet. And you're just able to get a solid dunk. Opening statement here. 2 seconds into game 4.
Yeah, Yeet unfortunately didn't go for the Kobe. Looking for the clear. And on the other side of that, found all red. Not blue whatsoever about this series. And that's going to be Yeet, actually, I think this time, actually doing a Yeet. Yep, that's a Yeet if I've ever seen one. Take it straight up, missing the second touch, and get it in.
Certified Yeet right there, friends.
100%. Now for the kickoff, third goal, Thano going to get the second touch, actually putting it onto the side of California, but they're going to go cross pitch, look for a shot on Extreme Wins, looking for the touch, going towards mid, Pro High Guy. Okay, taking it off Exiled, that's going to be setting up all red, but a little too slow. Boost management going to kick them in the behind, just a tad. Exiled now keeping Water Canyon on their toes, and look at the movement from Exiled, really comfortable in the air as this player.
Pro High Guy with a much-needed demo here. A little pressure relief from Water Canyon, but it's not going to be enough. Extreme to Wins just beats all 3 defenders, slamming home goal number 2. Well, watch this one. It's a good ditch from Exile there. All 3 players from Water Canyon coming into Extreme to Win's face. No, it's Extreme who comes away with the touch and the goal.
And we can expect that after watching this series. Extreme to Wins just likes making these really brash and kind of dangerous plays, but that's how this team has played all set so far. Bull Skunk, they have been in the aggressive team, and it's worked out in their favor thus far. However, this game is, I think, the closest that it's been so far in this series. Now 1 minute down, with just a 1-point difference between these two rosters.
I think a lot of that is the setup, the overall setup from Water Canyon. Yeet's going to take a shot here, but that one's going to go up high. Pro High Guy with the touch out. But we're seeing that Thano is just kind of sitting goal. It is quite literally just playing goalie here for Water Canyon. And what that means is when it goes up to the midfield that it's a 2v3 every time. We've seen throughout the course of the series that California very good at protecting the midfield. They put their third player up at that midfield line and really rotate their players around and in a wide rotation on the offense. And it's allowed California all of this ball control and an overwhelming shot total.
Yeah, it is the difference between, it's your pros and cons of having a dedicated defender. Yes, you have someone always in net every time. No worries there. But now you just have 2 folks on the offense, and that's where Rocket League just differs straight up from soccer, right? Bull Skunk in soccer, you have your goalie, they're going to sit in the net, that's what they're doing. But in Rocket League, it's important to remain fluid and adaptable to what the situation calls for, which is why we have these rotations, and California proving that the meta model is working for a reason.
And it comes down to how many players you have on the pitch. I mean, we only have 3 total players. It's very different from the 11 on a soccer team. So pulling that goalie up and making it a 3v3 versus a 2v3 has a much larger impact.
There's now 2 ways you can send that, or 3 ways if you're pointing at the goal. You can send that ball when you are looking for passes or when you're looking to set up a play versus then the scripted one, because you only need 1 car in front of that person and the goal and that person and the other player. That is going to be Yeet starting to take the lead away for California in this game for finding a touch for another goal on their end, and that's going to be 2 minutes in now. This has been the slowest paced or scoring game that we've seen so far. California keeping up the pace, but Water Canyon trying to retaliate. Coming downfield as all 3 of them are going to find this goal. Bull Skunk, and a great pass play from Yeet getting it in.
Yeah, Exile just drops it up and sees Yeet in the corner of their screen coming through the sky, gets the pass to him. Yeet is able to keep it on mark. Yeet now with a hat trick here in game number 4. 4-1 lead, California. Just under 2 minutes to go here in what could be our final game of the series. If California can protect this lead, maybe they'll even extend it as Exile gets goal number 5.
And they love playing off this post. We've seen this all series. Sure, they can get these really intricate aerial plays, but it's like we were saying earlier for Water Canyon, California just going with the tried and true, carrying it off of the post right in front of the goal, and it's working for them. Water Canyon has had no response thus far.
Exile with a nice move, gets around one with the wall. Yeet goes through with a beautifully placed shot in the upper 90. Goal number 4 for Yeet here in game number 4. That is more goals than they've had in the previous 3 games combined, and giving California a very padded, comfortable lead.
You know what we say in those situations, Bull Skunk?
What's that?
Yeet.
Hmm.
That's it.
It's starting to make sense. It all comes together. Look at that! Exile getting one here. I thought Yeet got a piece of that. I want to see this replay. What happened? Oh, no. It was Exile. Okay.
It was Exile to an extreme. Yeah.
Yeah. I had Yeet on the brain. It was Exile doing their best Yeet impression on that one.
Yeah, exactly. They were shooting, just winding up the pitch, throwing it as hard as they could towards that goal. Exiled now getting it back towards mid. That's going to be Extreme. Putting it down. What an angle from Extreme.
Nasty shot from right on top of the goal. It's a great carry from Exile. 3 touches from Exile and kind of gets that pass right to Extreme. Beautifully executed play. An incredible shot placement. And very difficult one to make. And Extreme making it look easy.
Yeah. I mean, I expected the ball to come back up and Exiled to try to capitalize on that, but they found the angle they were definitely looking for, now putting their 8th one up in this game. Yeet, no boost in the air, kind of falling to the ground a little bit, looking for another, but that's going to be California finding Water Canyon sleeping in goal as Extreme 2 wins. Looks for the play from Exiled off the backboard. Thano pushing up a bit too far, and that's going to be all she wrote. Do they get double digits here, Bull Skunk?
It's looking likely if they can keep up this pace. A very good decision there from Extreme in the net as well. Didn't just punch it with the front of the car, but did the jump and kind of tapped the ball out to the left-hand side. Made that very difficult for the defense to read the direction on that ball or even the intention of Extreme. So smart decision-making from California has been a current theme throughout this entire series. As they're here looking for that precious double-digit goal. Extreme to wins through the skies. Finds Yeet on the corner, but the ball spits out.
That's a bit of an oof. But all red, now taking it in the midfield. Pro high guy in this back corner. Looking for a play. That's going to be Extreme. Finding it, though. Exile going towards mid. And Thano with a little bit too much height on that jump. Ball's going to slither right underneath, giving California double digits in this game 4.
And that's everybody with a hat trick as well. 3 for Extreme, 3 for Exile, 4 for Yeet. Here in this 10-goal, just absolute, just destruction, just demolition. It has been one-sided traffic the entire way. Exile, goal number 11. riding the line. There it goes.
Yeah, Water Canyon relying a bit too much on Thano at this point in the series. And I mean, this is where we talk about strategy versus adaptivity, right? Strategy is great to have, but if it's not working, you got to be adaptable to the situation. And Water Canyon just continuing to go with this sole defender model is not working out for them how they had planned.
California able to pick it apart. Yeah, I mean, just overwhelming pressure. The shots have been very one-sided, have been very much in favor of California this whole time. Game 4, no exception. We were looking at 16-2 in Game 1, 12-3 in Game 2, 19-2 in Game 3, and then 23-2 here in Game 4. And I think a lot of it had to do with just that fundamental setup and playing as aggressively positioned as California was.
Yeah, California came in with the confidence and the execution, as well as the consistency to ensure that their game plan was going to work. Even if the Water Canyon was deciding to do the rotations and play more of a meta play style, they would have probably taken it because they were on top of their passes. They were on top of their angles. They were doing some stuff that we don't see even in the lower ranks of collegiate Bull Skunk. They were doing some pretty impressive plays.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see this California team take on some college teams and really put it out there for everyone to see, because man, those players deserve to be recruited on a scholarship for sure.
I'm excited to see the future of these squads, and I love watching the high school players move through college and watching their careers develop. It's one of the benefits of doing what we do, Nick. And that's I could definitely see these players having some very good careers ahead of them, some good times ahead of them. But that's going to bring us to the end of our second game. We do have one more match coming up for you. It's going to be a little bit of an extended break here. Give us about 20 minutes when we come back. Your third and final game of the night.